So I was getting ready for work yesterday morning and I looked out the window at the garden and saw just tons of chaos out here. So the birds like to come along and pick at the straw and throw it everywhere. And it's annoying because I gotta clean it up, but it's not big time destruction. What I came out and saw yesterday, though, was just complete chaos, destruction, beds torn apart, and it's been kind of mended for the most part, but I think they came back last night. So they are raccoons, and you can see that they are digging down in, and in some cases they've just totally upended plants. Like this was the parsley. It might recover because we got a root ball, but it is disappointing and disheartening in some ways. So they are digging for the grubs from the June beetles. It's their larval form. And the grubs have had quite a good year. I am finding them, or have been finding them, in great numbers throughout the garden. So I think they're digging for the grubs because they are hitting all the places that I have not dug in and heavily addressed myself for this issue. Whereas they are leaving a lot of the things, say things I've repotted that I know have no grub issues whatsoever. They're leaving them alone completely. They haven't even been touched. So silver linings, I'm going to have less of that grub issue in my garden going forward. However, I do have to come through and fix all of these holes that are in my raised beds now, and in some cases they knocked over some seedlings and snapped some. But I was kind of prepping to amend these raised beds anyway. So it was work that needed to be done in the first place. And you can see here, this is a big hole. So I'm going to come through and refill all these beds, and they were sinking over time anyway. But at the outset, it seems a little disheartening to have my garden destroyed by this, but there's opportunity to learn from it, and they also address some of the grub issue. And I'm kind of set up to refill these raised beds and amend the soil. It's just kind of a mess, you know? And then I don't know if they brought in a bunch of seeds or something, or just pooped them out, or I don't know what this is. So, and once I've finished fixing up all the areas that have damage, amending the beds, topping them off, all that stuff, I am going to come through and spread a kind of a deterrent. The one I've got is it's a repel all, so it's supposed to deter mammals coming in and taking out your garden like this. It's got I believe egg and clove and then garlic oil, so animals with sensitive noses will hopefully be turned away by it, but we shall see. and maybe topping off the beds will also kind of conceal anything that they're smelling and being interested in. So we shall see how it goes. I will post some updates.